looks like I am live. Yep, I'm live. Okay, cool. So welcome back, everyone. Next week, starting next week, I'm going to be coming on live more often. And I want to kind of deviate from the topic of pricing for just this one week, this one day, this one live, and want to share something that may be on your mind. Um, I am a tax professional. I have a boutique tax firm in New York. Work with clients nationwide, but I'm holding certain clients' taxes a little bit. Like I'm preparing them. I'm actually doing the work and so on and so forth. But I'm actually holding off filing them, putting off filing them a little bit, just for a week or so or two, because there are a couple of reasons for that. So I want to share that with you. Now, I want to disclaim so that accountants don't hate me, but you still should send all of your information to your accountant as soon as possible. You should allow us to finalize your return so that if and when the new developments that we're hoping for come through, we can actually just release your return. Well, we won't do it without your signature, but we would be able to release the return to the government, not just start working on it, in 2 weeks. So definitely get your information together, send it to your accountant, have them work on it, but ask them to hold off releasing it because of three reasons. Reason number one is if you received unemployment in 2020, wait a week or two because there is a proposed bill in the Congress that talks about making a portion of the unemployment payments non-taxable. We don't know if it will go through, but until they make a decision, I advise you to hold off on releasing your tax returns, because if you do release it and let's say it ends up passing and it ends up being a portion of it being non-taxable, in order to get the tax savings you will need to amend your return, and that's always much more costly and time consuming and anxiety causing, because processing amended tax returns is no joke. It takes time and it takes effort, and it's just easier to do it right in the first place. Reason number two is if you have children under the age of 17, so 16 and younger. If you have children under the age of 17, as of the end of 2020, then hold off, because there's also in that same proposed bill, there's also a provision that would make the child tax credit possibly a lot higher than it normally is for that 1 year. And again, same deal. If you file and then they pass this bill, you will have to amend, which costs time and money. So if you have children under 17, hold off, get your information to the accountant, but hold off on actually releasing the return for a week or two. Hopefully they'll make a decision fast enough, and with whichever way that decision goes, we shall see, but just don't rush filing it yet. And reason number three is if you received a PPP loan / grant, then they're still finalizing, certain states are still finalizing the taxability of that loan. Certain states are finalizing the taxability of the expenses that the loan covered. So it makes sense to wait, again, a week or two. Hopefully they'll resolve it fairly quickly and not drive accountants nuts, and we'll make a favorable decision. I know California is definitely one of those states. There's a number of other states, but there's also talks about EIDL grant, that non-taxable potentially grant of up to $10,000 that was provided in the beginning of the pandemic. So if you've received any of that as a business or as an independent contractor, wait on filing. But again, get all of your information to your accountant. All right, and this wraps up this session, and I want to know what you found useful. Please leave a comment below, and I'll see you next week.